A spite house is a building constructed or substantially modified to irritate neighbours. Because long-term occupation is not the primary purpose of these houses, they frequently sport strange and impractical structures. Spite houses may create obstructions, such as blocking out light or blocking access to neighbouring buildings, or they can be flagrant symbols of defiance. A spite house may become a negative easement. A regular easement creates a right to use or cross over another person's property, but a negative easement creates an obligation or restriction on the property owner not to use their property in a particular way that would otherwise be legal to do so. Although in the US, homeowners generally have no right to views, light, or air, they can sue their neighbour for a negative easement. In instances regarding a spite house, courts are far more likely to side with the neighbours than with the spite house. For example, in one 1988 lawsuit, the judge ruled that the defendant's spite farm constituted a nuisance, granting the neighbouring landowner a negative easement. Spite houses, as well as spite farms, are considerably rarer than spite fences. This is partially attributable to the fact that modern building codes often prevent the construction of houses likely to impinge on neighbours' views or privacy, but mostly because fence construction is far cheaper, quicker, and easier than home construction. There are also similar structures known as spite walls or blinder walls. The Skinny House in Boston is considered a spite house. One story of its creation tells that in 1874, two brothers in the north end of Boston, Massachusetts, got into a dispute. Each had previously inherited land from their deceased father. However, while the second brother was away serving in the military, the first brother built a large home, leaving the soldier only a shred of property, which the first brother felt certain was too tiny to build on. When the soldier returned, he found his inheritance depleted and decided to build a small wooden house on his remaining land to spite his brother by blocking the sunlight and ruining his view. Another example is Equality House, located across the street from the Westboro Baptist Church. The church is known for their anti-LGBT picketing, so the humanitarian charity Planting Peace purchased a house across the street from the church, and in 2013 had it painted to match the colours of the Rainbow Pride flag. Then they bought the house next door and painted it the colours of the transgender pride flag.